trying to fit into a mold that was never meant for them. It starts early, seeking approval from parents, teachers, friends, and then later from bosses, coworkers, society, and even strangers. The problem is, no matter how much you do, no matter how much you give, there will always be someone who thinks it's not enough. The moment you realize that other people's opinions do not define you is the moment you truly start living. You have to understand that people will always have something to say. If you do too much, they'll say you're trying too hard. If you do too little, they'll say you're lazy. If you speak up, they'll say you talk too much. If you stay quiet, they'll say you're weak. No matter what you do, someone will have an opinion. So why waste your time and energy trying to impress people who are going to judge you either way? The only approval you truly need is your own. Trying to live for other people's validation is exhausting. It means constantly changing yourself, constantly second-guessing your decisions, constantly worrying about whether people will like you. That's not freedom, that's a prison. And the worst part is, most of the people you're trying to impress aren't even paying attention. They're too busy dealing with their own lives, their own problems, their own insecurities. So you're sitting there stressing over what they think while they are not thinking about you at all. As you get older, you realize that peace comes from being authentic. It comes from knowing who you are and standing in that truth, regardless of who approves or disapproves. It means making decisions based on what's best for you, not based on what will make other people comfortable. When you stop seeking approval, you start making choices that align with your happiness, not other people's expectations. You stop pretending to be something you're not just to fit in. You stop putting yourself last just to make others happy. The truth is, people respect those who stand firm in who they are. They may not always agree with you, but they will recognize that you are unapologetically yourself. And those who can't handle that, they were never meant to be part of your journey in the first place. The right people will support you, the right people will celebrate you, and the right people will love you for who you are, not for who they want you to be. At the end of the day, you are the one who has to live with your choices. You are the one who has to wake up every morning and be okay with the life you're living. So stop looking outside yourself for validation. Stop changing yourself to fit someone else's idea of who you should be. The moment you stop seeking approval is the moment you take control of your own life. Choose joy and health. As you get older, you start to realize that nothing matters more than how you feel, physically, mentally, and emotionally. When you were younger, you might have been able to push through exhaustion, ignore stress, and put yourself last without thinking twice. But now it's different. Your body reminds you, your mind reminds you, life reminds you, the days of running yourself into the ground for the sake of others are over. Now it's about making choices that bring you happiness and keep you strong. Joy is something you have to protect. It's easy to get caught up in negativity, to let small problems steal your peace, to focus on what's wrong instead of what's right. But you have to be intentional about happiness. You have to wake up every day and decide that you're going to enjoy your life, no matter what's happening around you. That doesn't mean everything is perfect. It doesn't mean you won't have struggles. It just means you refuse to let those struggles define your entire experience. Health is the foundation of everything. Without it, nothing else matters. You can have all the money in the world, all the success, all the accomplishments, but if you don't feel good, if your body is breaking down, if your energy is low, if your spirit is drained, none of it means anything. Taking care of yourself is not a luxury, it's a necessity. That means eating foods that fuel you instead of draining you. That means moving your body, stretching, walking, doing whatever it takes to keep yourself strong. That means listening to your body when it tells you to slow down instead of pushing through like you used to. But health isn't just about the body, it's about the mind too. Protecting your mental and emotional health is just as important as taking care of your physical health. That means letting go of toxic relationships, cutting off people who bring stress instead of peace, and surrounding yourself with positive energy. It means not dwelling on the past, not carrying grudges, not wasting time on things that don't serve you. Stress is one of the biggest killers, and most of the things people stress about aren't even worth it in the long run. Part of choosing joy is allowing yourself to do things that make you happy. Too many people put their happiness on hold, waiting for the right time to enjoy life. But the right time is now. Take that trip, eat at that restaurant, start that hobby, spend time with people who make you laugh. Stop worrying about what other people think and start doing what feels good for you, because at the end of the day, happiness is not something you find, it's something you create. And when you prioritize both your joy and your health, you give yourself the best possible chance to live a full, rich, and meaningful life. Set boundaries. One of the most important lessons you learn as you get older is that not everyone deserves access to you. For too long, you may have allowed people to drain your energy, take advantage of your kindness, or pull you into situations that left you feeling exhausted. But at a certain point, you realize that your time, your energy, and your peace are too valuable to be given away freely. Setting boundaries is not about being mean or selfish. It's about protecting yourself from anything or anyone that does not serve your well-being. People will take as much as you allow them to take. If you are always available, always saying yes, always putting others before yourself, some people will never stop asking. They won't consider whether they're overwhelming you. They won't think about how their demands affect your life. It's up to you to decide what you will and won't accept. It's up to you to draw the line and say, this is what I can do and this is what I won't tolerate. And the people who respect you will honor those boundaries. The ones who don't, they were only there for what they could get from you in the first place. Boundaries are necessary in every area of life. With family, it means understanding that just because someone is related to you doesn't mean they have the right to disrupt your peace. With friends, it means recognizing who truly values you versus who only calls when they need something. With work, it means not allowing your job to consume your entire life. With yourself, it means being disciplined enough to say no when something doesn't align with your values or your well-being. The hardest part about setting boundaries is dealing with the people who don't like them. Some people will try to make you feel guilty. They will say you've changed, that you're acting different, that you don't care. But the truth is, you're not changing for the worse. You're growing. You're realizing that constantly sacrificing yourself for others is not sustainable. You're understanding that your needs matter just as much as anyone else's. And if someone gets upset because you're taking care of yourself, that's their issue to deal with, not yours. A key part of boundaries is learning to say no without guilt, no to unnecessary obligations, no to toxic relationships, no to anything that steals your joy or disrupts your peace. At first, it might feel uncomfortable. You might worry about how people will react, but the more you do it, the stronger you become. You start to realize that saying yes to yourself, the people who genuinely care about you will respect your boundaries. They will understand that you're not shutting them out, you're simply protecting your space. And the ones who walk away, let them. Because when you enforce your boundaries, you make room for healthier relationships, a clearer mind, and a life that feels good to you.